Hi, I'm Jeff Hampton with STR Law Guys. Today I want to talk about how to maintain your asset protection plan with your short-term rentals. By the way, if you'll wait around to the end of this video, I'll also give you a free ebook, a case study of a short-term rental asset protection plan in action. And we'll send it right over to you, okay? Now, let's talk about this for a second. What happens after your short-term rental protection plan is put in place? Maybe now you have your full asset protection plan, you feel good about it, you say, okay, good, I don't have to worry about this anymore. What happens next? Is there any sort of maintenance that you need to do? Is there anything that you need to be aware of to make sure that everything's taken care of in the future? And by the way, what if you keep growing? What if you plan on adding another 2 or 3 short-term rentals to your portfolio this year? What should you be looking to do? Well, look, our goal at STR Law Guys is to make sure and simplify and create a worry-free maintenance structure for all of our clients so that you can focus your time and your effort into growing your short-term rental investments. Okay, so the way that we do that is we have a corporate governance fulfillment program, and I'll get into that in just a minute about what those specifics are. But it's important to have your asset protection plan evaluated yearly at least. And what I mean by that is if you're in growth mode, particularly if you're in an acquisition phase right now of your investment career, you want to be able to make sure and know how your next property is going to fit into your asset protection plan. So it's not just about where you're at, it's also about where you're going. Where does your next property fit in and what do you need to do? Should you be buying that next property in an LLC already set up? Should you be buying it in your name? See, and these are all questions that need to be asked before you pull the trigger on a new acquisition. All right, so let's talk for a few minutes about different types of structures, maintenance. Let's talk about an LLC. One of the things that we would provide to you as part of what we do if you are working with us at STR Law Guys is you want to make sure that your LLC, it is going to have some maintenance. You're usually many times may have to file annual reports to be filed. There may be fees associated with those filings depending upon what state you filed it in. And then most investors prefer to establish, which you should, registered agent services, annual meeting minutes, and unanimous consent instruments so that that can be coordinated with your tax professional and your accountant, and we of course help provide that for our clients. So that's LLCs. What about limited partnerships? Well, if you have a limited partnership as a holding company, one of the great things about it is there are very few maintenance costs or requirements associated at all with a limited partnership. In fact, normally the only thing you're really going to have to do is you'll have to coordinate to make sure your tax filing form 1065 partnership tax form is filed, and that simplifies things greatly. Go back and watch my limited partnership video where we get into that in more detail, but very few maintenance issues related to a limited partnership. Now, what about trusts? Now, here's the deal. Trust maintenance is going to vary widely depending upon what type of trust you set up. Did you set up a foreign asset protection trust? Did you set up a domestic asset protection trust? Did you set up a family trust, a living trust that exists? All of these will have different maintenance aspects to them, and we would want to make sure and go over those with you comprehensively because it can go from very simple, no maintenance at all the way up to a foreign asset protection trust can require you to do an enormous amount of compliance work and fees and filings that are required, okay? Now, let me tell you quickly about the Corporate Governance Fulfillment Program. Here's the thing. At STR Law Guys, we offer this program that helps short-term rental investors establish a worry-free maintenance program so that you don't have to think about maintaining your corporate entities. It includes registered agent services, annual meeting minutes, and unanimous consent instruments. It also includes state report filing reminders and coordination with your CPA or other tax professional for state filings. And it'll also provide an annual 1-hour corporate health checkup to answer questions and to determine if your asset protection plan needs to be modified, if it needs to be, listen, whatever needs to be done. You're a growing short-term rental investor. We want to make sure that your plan is keeping up with your growth, okay? Now, by partnering with us, we provide that corporate governance fulfillment program as part of a comprehensive asset protection plan for you. So I encourage you, get on board, sign up with us right now, and let us get you a free consultation, a free, what we call a paper plan, which is a visual representation of your asset protection needs, and we'll be happy to walk you through that entire process, okay? Now listen, thanks for joining me today. I promised you a free ebook, a case study, a short-term rental asset protection plan in action. Click through down into the link, and I'll be happy to send that right over to you. Thanks again. We'll see you on our next video series.